Hey guys, just a quick update on the Galaxy Note phone that I picked up and a case that I picked up for it. I picked up a boxwave color splash case, and this is what it looks like. Okay, it's you can see it's multicolored. It's black. The center is a see-through, kind of frosted. It's got this little stand on it, so you can watch movies, or sometimes I'll even use it to, type. I'll put it on a stand and I can still type on it. The reason I got it is basically the same reason I got it for the Galaxy Note 1. This is a different case, but similar style, except for the color and the fact that it has a stand on it. The reasons that I got it was one is that the back of it is kind of slippery, at least on a white phone. And the second reason is because it's a large phone, sometimes you'll accidentally touch the buttons, the power button or volume keys, and you'll be watching a movie or emails, and you'll accidentally hit the button shutting the phone off or lowering the volume if you're watching a movie, that type of thing. So not so much for protection, though it is going to help in that respect, but it's just for convenience, making it easier for me to use the phone. It doesn't take up, it's very light, of course, and it doesn't take up any, it's not bulky or anything like that. So that was the main reason to get it. It's like $10. The other one was also a boxwave. It looks good on the phone, combination of the black and the white. So I'm pretty happy with it. The other thing I want to touch on is how I'm doing with the phone. So I'm sure some people like to know how it, now that I've had it. And of course I have the iPhone 5 as well. And how it compares. I said before in a previous video that I felt it was the best phone on AT&T. I still feel that way. I'm going to tell you, it's a better phone than the iPhone 5. Even, forgetting what it can do and display size and all that, even as a phone, if you use it as a telephone, it's better. It's louder. It's more clear. I've tried both phones, had both phones with me, on phone, tried phone calls in the same location. It's just a better reception. You can hear better on it. The volume on this is also louder than it was on the Galaxy Note, the original one that I had. Also, the volume on the iPhone 5 is pretty good. This is even better. I've had the same movie playing on. I just tried it yesterday, as a matter of fact, and wow, it drowned out the iPhone 5. So that was one of my complaints with the original Note. I don't feel it was loud enough, especially for a phone like this. It's kind of a multimedia phone. You're supposed to do so much on it, and the phone is so large, I don't really understand how they can, they couldn't fit a better speaker in. So for whatever, they fixed it on this version. I guess they listened to some of the complaints. Battery life, outstanding. Has never died on me yet. I used it, I'm going to say 19 hours straight with, pretty heavily. And I still had like 30-40% left on this phone. It's never died yet. So that was another reason for wanting to get this phone. For those of us in this area that lived through the Hurricane Sandy that came through, we were without power like 7 days. I'm obviously able to charge the phones I had, but the iPhone was really going through like kind of a power shortage. I don't know if it's because it was on LTE. At least when I had it, I was without power, and I was also without internet. I couldn't get a connection, and I didn't even have a landline phone. I was without everything. So, you had to get into an area where you did have some type of connection, and it used up the battery pretty quickly. I had to constantly charge that battery every day. So that was a nuisance. This phone, you know, I know can go a long, long time. So another thing I want to touch on is S-Voice. You know, I just started using it actually yesterday. I did read some reviews on it and stuff. Maybe they were early reviews, and they maybe also not as powerful a phone, you know, quad-core processor. So I'm not sure what the reason is, or maybe some bias involved in that review, but they were saying it wasn't as good as Siri. And boy, I haven't found that to be true at all. I'm quite impressed with it. It's gotten all my commands down, you know, pretty much the same as I do with Siri, except Siri will sometimes just sit there like spinning, you know, and not even work. This one has worked each time, and also it's been accurate. It's only missed one time, but it's still, it misspelled what I said, but when the suggestions came up, it was correct. You know, it gave you a correct, you know, what you wanted to say. So calendars, reminders, all that stuff, yeah, it's worked fantastic. And that was maybe another concern I had with the phone, because I don't use Siri for, you know, for a lot of different things, but I do use it for, you know, alarms, to set an alarm, or for reminders, or, you know, calendar, that type of thing. And or occasionally I may need some information about something. I just don't want to type it in. You know, and this Galaxy phone does the same exact thing, and it does it better. I think, at least so far. I may find some flaws with it later. I don't know, but at least what I tested yesterday, tried a bunch of different things for quite a while, and it worked really good. So I can't say anything negative on that. It works really good. I am really so pleased with this phone. Had this phone come out, and, you know, I don't think I would have upgraded to the iPhone 5. It really would be no reason. You know, I still keep the iPhone because I'm invested in that Apple ecosystem. You know, I've got money involved in, you know, so many movies, a lot of movies, and, you know, apps, you know, music. Mainly the movies and the music is what I'd be concerned about, so I play that in the car, you know, the music. And I don't really want to go buy hundreds of songs again to put it on this phone. So I'm still going to keep the Apple phone. But as far as purchasing another one, you know, I gotta say, I don't know. I never say never, I guess, but, you know, if they came out with a phone just like this, not so much with an S Pen, but if they came out with a larger screen, that type of thing, I'd be interested in it, maybe. Just again, because I already have all the movies and all that stuff, so it would make sense. But other than that, I'm really pleased with this phone. It's smooth, it's fast. I mean, you got to say it outdoes the iPhone 5. The iPhone 5 just feels like an old, you know, like the iPhone you already had. I don't really even notice much of a difference between that and the phone I had. Even, you know, it's almost a disappointment. I don't know if Apple needs to reconsider what they're doing. I know they sell a ton of phones, so maybe they're not so worried about it. But, you know, I see these Android phones making a big splash now. They're kind of, people are looking for alternatives and maybe getting tired of looking at the same iPhone. The operating system's kind of getting old. You know, it all works all fine and everything, but really, they're going to have to update something on this next one. I don't know if they can do like an iPhone 5S and expect that to sell really as good as the previous models, but you never know. So that's my update. If you're looking for a new phone, you got an iPhone and you want something, or you don't mind a larger screen, you maybe want to look at this. Or maybe if you can wait, maybe the Galaxy 4 phone. They're talking about maybe possibly rumor in January, which means maybe it would come out in February. Right now, this is the flagship phone. You know, the Galaxy phone S3 was the flagship. This phone is much better than that. I'm sure when the S4 comes out, it'll probably have like a better screen, maybe a really high resolution screen or something like that. And then this phone will be different in the, it's because it has the S Pen and the larger screen, and then you have your choice. But I definitely would take a look at it if you're looking for that type of phone. If you can deal with the bigger screen, it doesn't really take up a lot of space in your pocket. If you're a girl and you have a pocketbook, then it's a non-issue. But that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to everyone for watching.